goon on the door.
Let me stop you there, buddy. Private party. Nothing for you tonight.
I'm on official business.
None of that, my friend. I know all the tricks.
Then I commend your attention to duty, and I wish you good night. Truth be told, I never felt at ease in the glacier. Guess the feeling was mutual.
Evening, ma'am. Wonderful to see you. How was today's shoot?
Oh, such a great day, darling. 7 scenes in the can.
Wonderful, ma'am. It must be such a grueling schedule. If I might ask, how do you stay in shape?
I am not answering that.
I'm so sorry for overstepping my bounds. Welcome back to the glacier, ma'am. And may I say, I am such a fan of your movies.
Always happy to meet a fan, even if they are a dick.
Please, enjoy your evening.
Oh, I will. You'd think that a card-carrying member of the undead would be able to get into swanky parties more often. Maybe I needed to get me an opera cape. Huh. Anyhow, time to visit the basement. To the elevator. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always... The spirit of goodwill and charity, as evidenced by the richest of Seattle. Everything looks festive, but all just for show. The glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. Uh-oh, Tolly. This means trouble. In the glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tinkle as you choked. That rag was best used to light fires, both literally and figuratively.
Now, why is Seattle's finest patronizing the Glacier Hotel? Let me guess. A murder? A public health violation? Or just my unpaid parking fines?
I'm here to inspect the boiler, which is in the basement.
Really? Is the night job not paying well?
Can I just get past, please?
Lou's busy, whether you need clues or not. I might be persuadable, but police require access has never been enough for me.
What do you want?
Let's indulge in a little mutual scratching of backs here, Detective. You want your clue? I want some investigating done.
An investigation, huh? Investigating what?
You know me, always interested in the gossip. I've heard some things and I want to hear more. Patience is working on something very special. I want to know what. I want to know why it is that Silky leaves town every few weeks. And I really want to know about our newest recruit, Onda. She cut a deal to be let in. I want the skinny on it.
About Silky. Can you give me a hint?
A hint, Detective. Silky leaves town every few weeks. I just want to know why.
About Onda's deal.
You know something?
Not yet. But what am I looking for?
Something, anything. She's in St. Stephen's. Made a deal with Campbell to be allowed to call herself Camarilla. I want to know the details.
About Patience.
Oh, yeah. They're up to something. Arting. You know, making art from life.
Why is that a big deal?
Their work. I like it, don't get me wrong, but I think there's more to this one. I keep getting a feeling that I'm looking at a ticking time bomb. You're good with the inanimate. Take a look. Let me know what you find out.
I'll come back.
Good luck, Detective.
Going on a mighty quest to placate the guardian of the elevator doors hadn't been in my diary when I woke up.
Trouble was, Onda had made a deal with the court to stay in Seattle. So what was it?
Tolly was mighty stubborn. Besides, some of his requests were kinda interesting. And it's not like I didn't have the time.
I was becoming a regular visitor to St. Stephen's, and nobody had smited me so far. Still, there's a first time for everything. I had to figure out what Onda's deal was, and I did not expect her to be pleased about it.
What do you want?
How did you join the Camarilla? Not easy for one of your clan.
True enough. It's what you'd expect. New lick in town, gotta prove their worth. The prince set me a task, well, his sire did. And that opened my eyes as to how this city works. Believe me.
Might I ask what that task was?
Guess you just did. But it's between me and Lou Graham. And it's done now, so shouldn't concern you.
Fair enough. I was just wondering. This your place now?
Sure, I guess. Since Father Macmillan passed on. I'm sure some official will notice and shut it down. But for now, someone has to keep the lights burning.
About Misty.
What about her?
Thanks for looking out for her.
She was in a bad way. Still is. I guess she's moved on. Sometimes I think I hear her, or catch a shadow. She's out there in the city somewhere, trying to... You know it'll never be born. Those...
Yeah, I know. I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
I figured I needed my strength for other things. Huh. This hadn't been used in a while. Come to think of it, I hadn't heard the bells for a long time. Out of services? Nope, had nothing to say. I didn't see the need.
There was an...
Uh-huh.
Have a good night.
Uh-huh.
Onda had made a deal with the court to stay in Seattle. So I headed to Aurora Pond to...
Gotta get home.
Here we were. A quick appraisal of Patience's artwork for Tolly. At least it wasn't Isabella. I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind. I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world. With Patience not around, this seemed a good moment to indulge in a little art appreciating.
No.
I was a man of simple tastes, and this looked... Patience was good, I think. But I was no expert. I didn't think that was worth...
Hey there. What do I even call you? How about I call you Clatterjack? Resonates with your spiny look. Anyway, tell me about you.
I am the Reaper of the Forsaken, the Forgotten, the Consumer of the Husks of the Lost.
Oh? That's nice. What exactly are you made of?
Chains and iron, rope and tool, blade and bone. I spear, I cut, I split, I bite.
You do, don't you? And a skull right at the center. More bone, obviously. That is interesting. Any supernatural stuff going on here? Let me just concentrate a little.
Power. There is power in these bones. Heat sequestered in this metal.
There is, isn't there? And what's more?
The skull. It screams in form and in function.
Yeah, there is something. I want a quick look at your noggin, Clatterjack. Don't mind me. Now, I know this is stating the obvious, but, you've got fangs.
Got fangs. Well, they're fake for sure, but that's the trick. Because underneath, you really are the bones of a kindred, aren't you?
My. Have we met before?
Thin ice, Malkavian.
What the vajazzling fuck do you think you're doing, Fabian? Appreciating the art doesn't mean sticking your fucking fingers into it.
I am appreciating the art.
Uh-huh. God damn you. If you moved anything by an inch, I'll fucking... Wait. Why are you here?
I thought it could do with just a little adjustment.
Get the fuck away from it!
Sure. What's the meaning of the work?
Eye of the Beholder, 101 of art, detective.
When it comes to art, I always need a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you'd take apart a songbird to see what makes it sing.
The skull, right there in the center. That does draw your attention. Where did you get it?
Yeah, quite a thing, ain't it? Every found object has its story.
Uh-huh. And do you know it?
Not yet, but it's starting to talk to me.
Oh yeah, I know something about talk.
I bet you do, Malky. And filing cabinets and roadside.
So whose is it? Where did it come from?
Honestly, I don't know who it is. I wish I did. Old Bonehead must have one. As to where it came from, that's my business. Nico's not my only source.
Huh. Even if I couldn't figure out who old Bonehead was, I knew Tolly would want to know where the skull came from, or who gave it to Patience.
You're really not gonna tell me where you got the skull?
Why is it so important to you?
I need the information to...
There are plenty of killers in Seattle, detective. Besides, Old Bonehead isn't evidence now, it's art.
Tolly wouldn't let me get away without something more. What was Patience's source?
Go on. I'm sure old Bonehead would want someone to tell their story.
Nuh-uh. Go find...
Other than Nico, who would sell Patience a skull on the
Go on, tell me where it came.
This is a spoiler-free zone.
Damn this artist and their tight lips.
I'll go.
Thank Christ.
I did. What secrets are we?
That won't help me. Let's have a peek, shall we? No, there must be more here. What are you hiding? Oh. Don't want to give up Katsumi's name. She's a good supplier. Thanks for the help. Katsumi was the supplier. I decided not.
You really came back?
Guess, I'll be going.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, not my taste. Onda had made a deal with the court to stay and see. I poked around. That was patience ticked off Tolly's list. There was still work to do. Silky's regular trips out of town needed investigating. Onda's deal with the court, that was a puzzle. So what was Silky up to when he went out for a hike? I doubted he'd tell me.
Stay a while and drink in the ambiance.
Anything interesting happening at the Dutchman?
Always, detective. Just nothing anyone wants shared with the PD. No offense. I know you're barely official. But my customer...
I was wondering about your out-of-town trip.
Were you? And what were you wondering?
What do you do when you head out?
Some things are not for sharing.
Fair enough. Come on, Silky. And I'm an Englishman who wants his breakfast. Spill the beans.
He who guards his mouth preserves his life.
Sure you won't tell me?
The secret of being...
I have to see a man about a pole.
Don't be a
I thought I was on the right lines already.
Mr. Guru.
Well now, Fabian, my man, I can see
Shall we commune?
I'm...
You said sparks. Always a pleasure, Guru.
The ghosts are watching.
Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in tonight. What changed?
You know this is my favorite.
You were threatening to leave last week. What the... Oh, the bell is tolling for you, Fabian. Go somewhere.
I can
Hey there. Thought you wouldn't be in...
Oh, I swapped shifts.
Sammy didn't tell me, but if you're here, you're here. Sammy said you had trouble Thursday night. Anything I need to know?
No problem, boss. We dealt with it.
Well, that's good. So what do you need from me?
You got another out of town coming up?
Oh shit, yeah, it's nearly the 20th. You just reminded me. Can you pick up a package? It's at Wake the Dead. Amelia will have it ready. Just say it's the monthly one for me.
Sure thing, boss.
This was probably a good time to leave. Off to face Mrs. Thorne then, I suppose.
Hey there, might I just take a tipple?
Well, why not?
Now that's a kicker. I have a case to crack. Thank you, my friend.
You can heal.
So here I was, about to try to persuade Mrs. Thorne to let me get a look at...
Oh,
I'm here to pick something up. An order. For Silky. He says it's the usual monthly one.
interesting. You're not one of his usual.
No,
And given he gave me a heartfelt request not to share his private life with members of the court,
I don't count as court. I'm his friend.
I wonder what Sheriff Muldoon would have to say about that. In any case, no. The customer's order stays with me.
Could I place an order for some?
The last time you placed a special order from me was in 1983. Rather against my better judgment. Do you remember what came to pass? I was left with a big fun bumper book of sleuthing on my desk for 3 years. Accompanied, I remind you, by a yellow plastic magnifying glass and a super squirrel code ring. So no, not again. This shop is for the esoteric, not the infantile.
Just give me the package.
Are you deaf?
Thanks, Mrs. T.
Not the best. I didn't see the need.
Hi there. I wanted to collect Silky's special...
Oh, you do you? You're not the first to be poking around.
Was it that detective? He's been asking questions, bugging Silky.
Indeed, little toe rag. Given the outside interest, can you confirm the details of the order?
The boss wouldn't want me to know.
Someone who follows orders. How novel. Here is the package. Tell Simeon that another such volume will be waiting for him in 28 days, as agreed.
Thanks. I'll make sure he gets it.
Huh. So every 28 days, Silky headed out of town with a different book in his hands. A gift for someone. Only Silky knew. But this would be enough for Tolly.
On to...
Well, I had what I needed on Silky, I guess. Okay then, onwards. Honda's deal with the court, that was a puzzle.
Right. It's hard to be a gigolo.
Reginald, my friend. Hope you're not too chilly.
Always gentle, always calm. The work.
Reggie, would you make a small donation?
All I have, you're most welcome to share.
I got places to go, people.
May the night...
Oh, that would have just brought me. I didn't think that would. Yeah, well, I figured. I thought of. I didn't. I figured I.
Just a moment of your.
What is it?
Well, leave you to.
Uh-huh.
I thought about it, but it seemed like not the best. I thought I would. I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't going to do that. Anda had made a deal. Some folks say you shouldn't read personal mail. They're missing out. Well, well. Well, hello there, Mr. Pointy. Gotta say, I am not accustomed to talking to cutlery.
Ha! Cutlery! I was made to take a life, not to butter bread.
Whoa! Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. So, have you killed lots of people?
Look at me, detective. Well-honed steel, well-sharpened, polished, oiled. The stains around the hilt are my marks of glory. When I sink into an opponent, I bite deep. They will remember me for the rest of their life.
Which is presumably pretty short. Do you have an owner?
Not an owner, but a partner who wields me in our assignations. Together, we have slain many.
I was kinda hoping for a name.
There is a scent associated with me, is there not? An aromatic fragrance like jasmine, with just a touch of melted tallow. It is not unfamiliar, huh?
You're right there. That's Anda. Not a surprise. Wonder why she's not carrying you.
I gotta ask, though, why did Anda put you here?
You can only speculate, detective, for I have been used, and in recent memory. She does not want me found, no. Perhaps there is a secret associated with me, or a guilt. Or perhaps she is scared of me.
So, what has Anda used you for recently?
Parting flesh, detective. The cutting of mortal meat and the severing of bone. I am no cheese knife.
Oh, I can smell that. Blood. And recent, too. There's something more here, isn't there? Guilt. You reek of it. Yeah, I need to concentrate. Why do I sense guilt, my wicked little friend? It is so strong.
A blade cuts. A blade makes no judgment, but the wielder.
This is deep. Deeper than my guesswork. I can almost see.
I bite down through skin, through flesh, through thin and brittle bone. I sever, a cry of agony. Stump spurt crimson as 2 fingers roll loose onto the tabletop. Twice more, bang bang! The joints crack and digits fall away. White and scarlet, ruined, irreparable. Our victim sobs in pain and fear, pleading with his Lady Maria for an end to the suffering. I am raised to strike again!
Oh, that was something. A vision worthy of Gideon. And... wait. Lady Maria. He's pleading to Holy Mary. Onda killed the priest?
I am a knife. I cannot answer that. But that does fit what you sense, Detective.
That was her price for joining the Camarilla. Lou never did get along with the clergy. I'll bet anything she was behind this. Thanks, Mr. Pointy. May you never get rusty.
But she didn't kill the priest, did she? That letter. Tolly would be real interested in this.
Sorry to
Make it fast.
I know what happened with the priest.
And what makes you think that?
I'm a detective. I detected it. Father McMillan is alive and well, just minus a few digits. And you've paid your dues to the court. Everyone wins. Although I'd imagine the good father doesn't do organ recitals anymore, huh?
Okay, say that's true. Are you gonna tell anyone? Don't be a dick.
Oh, Miss Onda, I am the best kind of dick. A private dick.
You're a member of the Seattle PD.
Yeah, I know. But it was such a good line.
I mean it, Fabian.
I haven't decided.
This place, being in Seattle, not being tarred with the Sabat mark. This is important to me, Fabian. I'll just say it one last time. Don't be a dick.
I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I certainly had the goods on Onda. That was it then. Time to head back to the sacred guardian of the elevator doors.
Been having fun?
I've got something on Silky.
And what has our favorite chunky chew toy been up to?
He goes out into the woods every 28 days, like clockwork. I think he's got a werewolf buddy, and I think the two of them have a book club.
You know what? That would not surprise. Anyway, Detective, that's a start. I've been looking for a line.
I know about
Great! So will it animate and wreak vengeance?
No, but it does have a really interesting skull.
Aha!
Not sure, but I can tell it has power. Patients got it via Katsumi, so it's anyone's guess.
It is worth buying a ticket to that exhibition, isn't it? Maybe I'll watch from the balcony.
I figured out what was going on with...
Oh, yes? Do tell.
She killed the priest at St. Stephen's, at Lou's orders, although they were passed down by Campbell.
Poor Father McMillan? What a shame, but that tracks. Funny. I got the idea there was something more to it. But thank you, Detective. I do declare you've filled my cup with gossip. Now you have an appointment with an elevator. I'll catch you later. People to see, thumbscrews to apply.
Oh, the basement button doesn't do anything. God damn it. This machine needs a stern talking to. I didn't think that I did. Oh, that would have just... Yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Our city is wounded, but this earthly...
World's still here. I was hoping you could fit me in your schedule.
The world thrills as ecstasy reaches out for us.
Oh, I have a thirst. And I wouldn't want to ascend with a dry mouth.
It is in your touch. I realize what
Shelby. I have work to do before the end.
Keep your eyes towards Rapture, dearest detective.
Basement, please.
Oh, are you sure, sir? New Graham's penthouse is your usual destination.
Down. Definitely down. Got a hot lead.
No one's been down there for a while. There's nothing interesting in the lower levels. Indeed, I'd go so far as to say that your request is unusual. Even ill-advised.
I didn't ask for advice, friend. Down is where it's at.
Of course, sir. But I just wanted to check, since the downward mechanism is a little corroded and the upward mechanism is in good repair. Would you be upset if I took you to the penthouse after all?
Oh, don't you go to the penthouse. I mean it, buddy.
The basement is unmaintained and there's a strange odor. I am told the penthouse is lovely. You are certain?
Oh, you want I should give you a little maintenance? With an axe?
Of course, sir. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Now to see if Sophia's theory was right. Was this the closet where Lou kept her skeletons, or just a pile of junk? I don't know what was worse. The idea that Lou turned her enemies to stone, or the idea that she had angels for enemies? My buddy Willem had one of these. Always talking about that one song. The old romantic. Lou was never a writer, but she did have that pet one back in the 40s. The guy with the hairy hands. Classical, but didn't this look just like one of Lou's hangers-on back in the 50s? What was her name? Oh, I remember this. The politician. Thought he was untouchable, then these figures turned up at bars all across the state. No one took him seriously after that. Oh my, those eyeglasses were mighty familiar. I thought I knew what they were, but I needed to have a proper word with them. I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move.
Hello, Fabian, my boy.
Oh, I was right. Sophia was right. And here, in this place, it was Lou Graham.
A prince full of guilt and a man who can read her poker face. I'd say you're on the money. Good work, detective. Now go get your man.
It was time to take my evidence to Prince Campbell. Time to reveal that Lou was the original rebar killer.
Fabian, any progress on our copycat?
Not really, but I think I have...
You always have been behind the curve, Detective, but go on.
You remember the early 20s? When we lost Rosalind, Hector, Isaac, and Gideon to the rebar killer?
I remember.
We never did find Gideon's body, but I know who whacked him. Who whacked all of them.
And you don't think it's Santiago, am I right?
This is difficult, Mr. Campbell, but you need to hear this. Santiago's a myth. A boogeyman made up by the real murderer. She staked Gideon, and I have the evidence to prove it. Gideon's glasses.
I see. Your evidence is a pair of spectacles. If we had a justice system, I'd love to see you call them in court. And what do you expect me to do?
Drive Lou out of Seattle. She faked Santiago, committed the rebar murders. She wiped out half her own court.
Do you think I haven't heard this kind of wild theory before?
Well,
from you, specifically? I suppose it's your nature to rake over old coals.
Wait, no, this is a breakthrough.
No, Detective, it's old news. Just pay attention. You have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
Yes, I have no suspect in the old rebar killings.
You do not know who destroyed Gideon.
I do not know who destroyed Gideon.
The case is closed.
The case is closed. I guess.
Do go ahead, Detective. This is fascinating.
The killer is incredibly strong. He can twist off a head with his bare hands.
Indeed. And this points to...
I don't know much about Santiago's Society of St. Leopold, but could the church bless one of their warriors to be stronger than normal?
I believe they use artifacts and sometimes work with what they call sorcerers. But I would have expected them to be more direct. A sword across the head, a stake through the heart. Not this play acting.
The killer spirited Gideon away. He's a difficult man to carry, and he'd be alert to anyone who had, bad thoughts.
Perhaps. Unless the killer had a very strong mind, of course.
The killer is into crosses. The same symbol left at every killing.
And the same rebar decoration. What does that mean to you?
Our guy loves theatrics, set dressing, to provoke fear.
Or to misdirect, of course.
Of course. I'm not sure Santiago exists. I think he's a myth, made up to misdirect us. I couldn't find anyone who'd seen him, or any evidence of the attacks in the other cities. I think he's a story. A piece of flim-flam.
Oh, devilish. I think you're right. But who invented him, and why?
The killer can walk in the daytime, not kindred.
That is fairly conclusive, I agree.
A witness heard him breathing heavily.
We know he can walk in the daytime, so this isn't a surprise. A mortal, do you think? Or some other kind of monster?
Werewolf, maybe?
Ugh, you know I won't tolerate them in Seattle. There's been no hint of dog for decades. So, let's sum up. The killer is strong-minded. They are not kindred, perhaps a hunter, but loves to myth-make, to misdirect, to point away from the obvious. And Santiago is obvious. So, What's your conclusion? Who is the rebar killer, Detective?
I think it's you, Lou Graham. You used a fire to destroy your sire, and took on the guise of a mortal hunter to destroy your rivals.
Oh, now. That does feel like a good theory, but I'm kindred, Fabian. And you keep saying this is a mortal.
Campbell. It's obvious. A powerful ghoul with a... Together, you faked the whole Santiagoite, taking the head off your dearest sister and then crying. The two of you did this together to clear out your rivals because you could... Campbell is the rebar killer.
Oh, delightful. Oh, well done, Fabian. For a moment, I didn't think you'd get there. I think everyone else suspects. They're just too timid to mention it. So, what have we learned here?
That I'm about to have my head cut off with a side order of steak?
Oh, no. No, Fabian. What we've learned is you have no suspect in the rebar killings.
You... Oh... I... have... no suspect in the rebar killings.
The case is closed.
The case is closed.
There. Isn't that better?
Okay, well, that was interesting.
So you did solve the case?
Seems I did. And it seems Campbell and Lou took that from me. And those were not the only times. Thunder and blazes, how often has this happened? I thought Gideon was sending the dreams, but he's gone now. I need to mull this over. I know Sophia said she'd like to see us later, but in the meantime, Ryong expects us. And Lou, apparently. Gotta say, going to beard the monster in her den isn't top of my list, but let's get it out of the way.